everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuk with Queen Bee Creations, and you are joining me for 30 days of Christmas ornaments. And today's ornament was inspired by this dollar store mop. I just think that these are an amazing value for the cording, and so we're going to use that to make a Christmas ornament. Should be cute. We'll see how it goes. Now, to start, I have a piece of dowel that happens to be painted green already. It could be plain, it could be red, it could be green, it could be brown. You could paint it whatever color you want, but know that it could just be natural. You'll see where we're going, and then you can make your own decisions. What we do want, this is just, I measured, it's just slightly under 3 inches. I had just eyeballed it. So I think for cording the thickness that we're going to be doing, you don't want to go any smaller than this. So 3 inches would be perfect. And I want to have 4 8-inch pieces of, now I'm using cording because that's what I have. This would be great with like a thick yarn. It would probably even be easier with thick yarn. So you kind of see where we're going and judge accordingly based on what you've got already in your stash. So you guys need to understand, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking around and going, I have a mop. What could I do with a mop? So, you know, as you're trying to replicate this, do something similar, know that you can use what you have in your home and just personalize it, switch it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this loop and we are going to wrap it around and stick it through. Now, the front of our project is going to be where that loop sits at the top, sits kind of parallel to our wood, as opposed to the back where it's open and separate. Just, you can do it the other way around. It's not a big deal. I just think this gives a cleaner look. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to do 4 of these strands on here, obviously. But what we're going to do, and here's the cool thing about these mops, just so you know, if you take one strand and you tug, it comes out. So I'm thinking maybe 2 strands will cut it, will do. We'll see how that goes. We're going to hang this down the opposite way. Now, in essence, we're going to be making either, let me just see how long I ended up cutting that. 8 inches. So I did the same thing. We're going to be making like Santa or a gnome. You get to kind of choose the colors, you know, do it how you want. I think that this would be cute done with this and maybe some jute for the top. You could do green for the top. You could do multicolored. You're going to see what we're doing and take it from there. So let me get a couple of these cut. Just so I have them. And ultimately, I'm going to need how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? 6 maybe? We'll see. I'll confirm as we go. I'm thinking 6 in my head, but let's see in reality. And, you know, you can make them even, you can do it approximate, you can do whatever. Okay, so what I am going to do is put a second one of these on. Well, all right, so here's what's happening. I'm going to take 2 of these shorter strands, and I am going to, sorry, that's at the top. I was holding it upside down. So these long strands, these red strands in my case, are the top. So I am going to tuck one of my shorter strands through that first loop and just put it in half. And I'm going to take one of my long strands and I'm going to tuck it through the other loop. And even it out. And then I'm going to tighten my string up. Okay, so I'm going to pull that nice and tight. And then I'm going to take another loop right beside it. And I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to have my slightly shorter loop. You could make all of these strands the same length and just save yourself the aggravation, quite honestly. I just, in my head, planned it this way, and I'm rolling with it. And then another strand on the other side. Whoops, almost pulled my red one through. You can see that I'm holding it at the top here, just so that I'm not yanking it. And then tighten that one up and squish them together. So this is where we want to, how many strands was that? Okay, I needed fewer strands just because I used the cast off for the short piece, but you don't have to do the short piece. So if you did the long one, then you would be fine. I'm just moving the short ones to the front here. Long ones in behind. And then for the side pieces, I just want to do that same loop. And I'm just going to take one of my long pieces. So yeah, 6 strands does it, if I hadn't used my cast offs. And I just want to do it in the loop closest to the center, so that I'll leave the outside piece without my mop piece going through it. All right, so I'm just going to pull them tight, and I'm going to do this side, and then we'll be back. All right, I didn't like the short pieces. I replaced them. So I used 6 8-inch strands for the cream section. Now, this is where you can see, this is why it needed to be the 3 inches, because my wool, yarn, cording, whatever you're using is fairly chunky, and I needed the stick to be long enough to hold it. But what I want to do now is just kind of squish them in together, and I want to take just a small little dab in the back. That wasn't small. Take some off. But I just want a little bit of glue to hold that in place, to keep it from slipping off either end. So I've got a little dab of glue on each side. And what I'm going to do, lay that up while it's drying, is I have a little bit of red cording. Now you could use ribbon, you could use contrasting string, you could use a little elastic, you could use whatever you got. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to just kind of wrap it around the top of my red section and start tying it off, so that it just kind of holds, whoops, that was a double flip. It just kind of holds it in place and makes it into like, it's like a little pom-pom hat at the top. And so this too, you could leave, or you could start to, you know, frizz it out so it's just kind of puffy, but there you go with that. Now, what I want to do is, because mine opens up, I want to untwist all of these strands. Just to, I mean, you could leave it as it is. I'm going to untwist just so that for the beard, it's a little fuller. So I'm going to untwist and then we'll be back. Now, we do want his nose in here. So what I am doing is going right in the middle and just kind of splitting out some of the the strands that I have there. Now, no, you could brush all of this out so that it doesn't look straggly, and you could have it so that it's all very fluffy. I have this mixed bag of balls. I'm just looking for one that might be the right nose size. I think that works. So we're just going to, nestle it up in there with a bunch of glue there. And then we can pull all the rest of the strands down. And you can do some trimming of the beard end. You can angle it up if you want, round it out, whatever. And then I just happen to have, again from the dollar store, a little package of wooden snowflakes. So I'm just going to take one, and I'm just going to kind of nestle it right up here. You could add some greenery and some berries if you want to, whatever makes sense for you. And then I'm just going to open up this little hook a little bit, take the hook into the back, under that twine that I used to tie it together, so you can take it right up in behind. And and if you get it in between those cordings, it's in there pretty securely. There we go. And then I just like to take it flat. Oh, and I bumped my snowflake there. And we get our little finished Santa or gnome. All right, let me try this again. And there we have it. Cute little Santas, gnomes if you'd rather, depending upon, again, how you make them look, what you're doing them with. You could do it with jutes and then the mop head so it looks much more rustic. You could add berries and greeneries to the hat. You can, oh my goodness, you can do the hat in virtually any color you want, have a whole different grouping of them. So, you end up with tons of different looks, tons of different personalities, all from a mop. Let me know what you think of this one. Love to hear from you as always. Looking forward to seeing you on the next. And until then, take care.